Good morning, I'm out here today on a lovely sunny morning, even though it is a little bit windy. Heading up for a walk soon, but I thought I'd do a quick video before I go out. Just wanted to show you like the difference between a chip and a pitch, or a chip and a lob shot, and explain some of those differences. So I've got two different clubs just to show you the actual difference, like height wise, pitch and wedge, and I've got a lob wedge. However, you can play a lob shot with a 60 degree, or you could probably play it with a sand wedge as well. And also like chipping, you can play a chip shot with like a higher lofted club. It just varies the height when it comes out, but basically the difference between kind of your chip and your pitch is all about the levers, all about kind of like what it's going to do as it runs out. So if we talk about chipping to start off with, I'd describe this as like a one lever swing. So a one lever swing is always kind of just from your wrists and taking it, for me, no more than kind of halfway back to halfway through. So I can play a chip with a 9 iron, I can play a chip with an 8 iron, I can play a chip with a pitch and wedge, but the idea of the chip is it comes out quite low, the club head stays really low to the ground, and then it rolls out quite a while on the green. As soon as you head then maybe towards like a pitch shot, usually this is a little bit of a longer distance, but it starts to bring in that second lever. So the second lever for me is when I use my wrist. So anything then above kind of that halfway point where I start to hinge the club, talking about sort of the L shape, what I said in the lob shot yesterday. But as soon as you go above that halfway point and start to hinge your club and bring in that second lever, that's when your pitch shot is going to start to appear. With the pitch, it's going to go a little bit higher, not going to run out sort of as much probably as the chip shot, but again depends on that club use. And then yeah, if we go to kind of the lob shot now, I've just picked up a 60 degree. This is the one that I showed you yesterday. Lob shot is usually that one that starts off the club face, so the ball hits the club face and starts quite high straight away, and usually when we're trying to go over a bank or over a pond. And again, like this could be like a one lever swing, I suppose, but most of the time you will probably bring in that second lever to try and get that little bit of height underneath it, to get the height and to get it to stop quite suddenly on the green, and probably not much roll with that either. So here's my demonstration of kind of the three different shots. Everyone interprets them slightly different, but yeah, here you go. So from the three shots that I've just done, the first one was a lob shot. I used a 60 degree wedge and we saw that go really high in the sky and stop quite quickly. I then swapped to the pitch and wedge, but did exactly the same swing length, and using kind of that 3/4 idea again. And hopefully with the shot, I definitely hit the back fence, but you could see how it did go high, but it definitely come out lower than the lob wedge shot. But it's using exactly the same swing, just a different club in your hand, so a different loft. And then with the third swing what I did, that was a really short chip shot where I was just using that one lever, keeping my arms sort of nice and straight and quite sort of locked in a way, but no wrists are involved at all, and you can see how that one come out a lot lower, and on a normal green that would roll out a lot more as well. So I hope this helps difference the three differences between the shot, and just kind of gives you an idea of how they look in the air when they're different heights as well.